whiskers twitched, emerald eyes narrowed in contemplation. Patches, a calico of discerning tastes and independent spirit, had observed the human for weeks. This Sarah was peculiar. She left out small saucers of creamy milk, not the watery stuff the neighbors sometimes offered. She spoke in soft, melodic tones, even when no one else was around. And most intriguing of all, she possessed the uncanny ability to locate the exact spot behind his ears that induced a state of pure bliss. Their interactions began cautiously. Patches would appear on the garden wall as Sarah watered her plants, maintaining a respectable distance. Sarah would simply smile, her movements slow and deliberate, never pushing for contact. One rainy afternoon, Patches, soaked and shivering, found the courage to dart inside. Sarah's slightly ajar door, he had intended only a brief respite, but the warmth emanating from the small cottage, the gentle murmur of Sarah humming, and the inviting softness of a knitted blanket on the sofa proved too alluring. He awoke to the sound of soft footsteps and the scent of lavender. There she was, kneeling beside him, a gentle smile on her face. Without a word, she retrieved a soft towel and gently dried his fur, her touch surprisingly light. Patches, initially tense, found himself relaxing under her ministrations. He even allowed a tentative purr to rumble in his chest. From that day forward, the garden wall became less of a boundary and more of a meeting place. Patches would greet Sarah with a polite meow, sometimes even deigning to rub against her legs. He'd follow her through the house, a silent, furry shadow, observing her daily rituals. He learned the significance of the crinkling bags that meant delicious tuna treats and a rhythmic tapping on the glowing rectangle that often preceded a warm lap. Sarah, in turn, learned Patch's subtle language. The slow blink that meant contentment, the flick of his tail that signaled annoyance, the insistent pawing at her hand that demanded attention. She talked to him about her day, her joys and frustrations, her voice a soothing balm in the quiet house. Patches wouldn't always listen. His attention often diverted by a dust mote dancing in the sunlight, but he appreciated the sound of her voice, the feeling of her hand stroking his fur. Their bond wasn't one of master and pet, but of two quiet souls finding solace in each other's company. Patches remained fiercely independent, venturing out on his nightly explorations, but he always returned. He returned for the warmth, the gentle touch, and the unspoken understanding that flowed between him and his peculiar, kind human. He returned because, in his own feline way, he loved her. And Sarah, watching him curl up on her lap, purring like a tiny motor, knew she loved him too.